the world bid farewell to one of its greatest icons, Robert Redford, whose influence on film, culture, and social causes is immeasurable. Known for his timeless performances in classics like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Sting, and All the President's Men, Redford's career spanned decades and touched the lives of millions. His passing marks the end of an era, and the funeral was nothing short of spectacular, reflecting the magnitude of his contribution to cinema. From the moment guests arrived at the Serene venue, it was clear that this was not just any farewell. Stars, friends, family, and admirers from across the globe gathered to honor a man who shaped the modern film industry. There was a palpable sense of reverence in the air, a mixture of grief and celebration of a life truly well lived. The atmosphere was quiet, reflective, and yet filled with the unmistakable energy that only someone of Redford's stature could inspire. As the ceremony progressed, anticipation grew for one of the most emotional moments of the day: Meryl Streep's tribute. Streep, a longtime friend and collaborator of Redford, stepped to the podium with grace and poise, immediately capturing the attention of everyone present. She spoke with a voice that conveyed not only sorrow but a profound admiration for Redford's artistry, integrity, and the kindness he extended to everyone he worked with. Her tribute was more than just a speech. It was a storytelling masterpiece, weaving anecdotes from their years of collaboration, touching on moments both public and private. Meryl recalled the first time she met Redford on set, painting a picture of a man who was not only a consummate professional, but also someone who inspired confidence, laughter, and courage in everyone around him. The audience listened in silence, hanging on every word, as she shared intimate stories that revealed Redford's humanity beyond his on-screen persona. What made Streep's tribute so powerful was her ability to balance humor with heartfelt emotion. She recounted lighthearted stories of misadventures on set, moments of playful banter, and the unmistakable charm that made Redford beloved by colleagues and fans alike. But she also did not shy away from deeper reflections, discussing his commitment to social causes, his tireless work with the Sundance Institute, and his unwavering belief in the power of film to change the world. There was a moment when Streep paused, her voice quivering slightly, and looked out across the sea of mourners. She described Redford as a man who gave the world more than movies. He gave it hope, vision, and the courage to dream bigger. In that moment, the weight of her words settled over the crowd like a gentle wave. Even those who were not personally close to Redford could feel the magnitude of his influence through Streep's heartfelt recollections. The reactions in the room were telling. Colleagues wiped tears discreetly. Fans watching the live broadcast from around the world were moved to share their memories online. And journalists noted that the energy in the room was one of both mourning and celebration. The tribute served as a reminder that Robert Redford was more than a legendary actor. He was a mentor, a pioneer, and a guiding light for generations of performers and filmmakers. Several celebrities later commented on social media about how Streep's words had captured the essence of Redford perfectly. Many pointed out that it is rare to see someone honor another in a way that feels entirely authentic, completely personal, and yet resonates universally. Meryl Streep achieved this flawlessly, solidifying her own legacy as one of the greatest interpreters of emotion in Hollywood history. Aside from the speeches, the funeral included several personal touches that reflected Redford's life and passions. Clips of his most iconic film roles played softly on screens around the venue, interspersed with candid behind-the-scenes moments. Friends and family shared readings of his favorite poems and passages, while live music filled the air with compositions that he loved throughout his life. Every detail was meticulously curated to celebrate not just his career, but the essence of who Robert Redford was as a person. The funeral of Robert Redford was not just a farewell. It was a celebration of an extraordinary life, told through the lens of those who knew him best. Meryl Streep's powerful tribute reminded us why Redford mattered, not only as an actor, but as a human being whose impact will endure long after the lights of Hollywood dim. It was a day of reflection, gratitude, and inspiration. A reminder that the stories we leave behind are as important as the lives we live. If you were moved by this story, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, so you never miss any updates on Hollywood's most unforgettable moments. This is a channel where we bring the drama, the emotion, and the history of cinema to your screen in ways that make you feel part of the story. Thank you for joining us for this unforgettable tribute to Robert Redford and Meryl Streep's stirring words.